The problem with this is that any sort of visitor visa application or a work permit application is a temporary intent application. You have to prove that at the time that you came to Canada legitimately as a visitor, you had a temporary intent. And people are starting to get caught. I've seen a bunch of comments on the listserv for other lawyers across the country who are saying, this person tried to change to a work permit, and all of a sudden the officer, and sometimes they try to do it at the border, which is always a very um, dicey proposition. But if they go to the border and the officer says, well, wait a minute, you came in here telling me that you were coming as a digital nomad, you were working for an employer outside of Canada, you weren't entering the Canadian labor market, and in the meantime, you're running around trying to find a Canadian job and a Canadian employer, and then you want to switch to a work permit, you misrepresented. You didn't have a valid temporary intent. You were actually trying to you didn't have the intent you said you had. You were actually trying to just kind of get your foot in the door to get a work permit, and they can say that that's misrepresentation. So you've got to be super careful.
Hmm. Absolutely.